Think about the last presentation you gave. Was it clear, engaging, or did you find yourself wondering, where exactly is this going? Today we're tackling one of the biggest reasons presentations fall flat. That's the lack of clear direction. But don't worry, the fix is simpler than you think. What if I told you that the difference between an amazing presentation and a terrible one isn't necessarily about the content, but about a few simple words or phrases? It's true. Most people focus on the what, but they forget the how. Specifically, how to use powerful signposting language to make your ideas crystal clear, language that guides your audience from start to finish. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have the tools to make your next presentation absolutely unforgettable. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Better You, where we're not perfect, but we're getting better every day. One powerful tool that you should be using is called signposting. Think of it like road signs for your audience. It helps them understand where you're going, where you are, and where you've been in your presentation. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on today. The language and useful expressions that you can use to signpost your way to a successful presentation. Let's break it down step by step. Section 1. Welcoming your audience. First impressions matter. How you start sets the tone for the entire presentation. Here are a few ways to effectively welcome your audience. A formal expression like, "Good morning everyone, thank you for taking the time to be here today." A more informal way could be, "Hello everyone and welcome, I'm delighted to see you all here." Or, "Hi everyone, it's great to have you with us today." Or you could say, "Welcome, I'm excited to share this topic with you all. Remember to make eye contact, smile, and speak clearly." Your opening should be confident and inviting. Now, section 2 is giving an overview. That's the roadmap. Once you've welcomed your audience, it's crucial now to give them a roadmap of what you'll be covering. This helps them follow along and understand the structure of your presentation. Here are some useful phrases that you can use. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 key areas. Firstly, secondly, and finally. Or you could say, in this presentation, I will be covering point 1, point 2, and point 3. Another good expression is, my presentation is divided into 3 main sections. We will start by looking at point 1. Then we will move on to point 2, and we will conclude with point 3. Remember to keep your overview concise and easy to understand. Visual aids like an agenda slide can be very helpful here. Now let's talk about section 3. It is about providing examples. Abstract concepts become much clearer with concrete examples. Use some phrases like, for example, to illustrate this point. Let me give you an example. A good illustration of this is, or you can say, consider this scenario. But make sure that your examples are relevant, brief, and to the point. Now, section 4 is about transitioning between points, moving smoothly from one part to another part of the presentation. This is important because it will help your audience follow your logic. You can say, moving on to the next point. Or you can say, now that we've looked at point 1, let's turn our attention to point 2. So we've discussed point 1, now let's consider point 2. You could also say, this leads me to my next point, which is, Your transitions should be logical and clearly signal the shift in topic. Sometimes a brief summary of the previous point can also help with the transition. Section 5 is about concluding your presentation, summarizing and ending strong. The conclusion is your last chance to leave a lasting impression. Use these phrases to signal that you're wrapping up. You could say, in conclusion, to summarize, to recap the main points. So to bring it all together, or simply you could say, in summary, we have covered these points. And to end with a strong message, you can use phrases like, my key takeaway for you today is, or you could say, I hope this presentation has given you a better understanding of, and thank you for your attention. Always remember to end with confidence and with a positive note. Now, section number 6 is about Q&A session, opening the floor. The question and answer session is a valuable opportunity for interaction and clarification. Here is how you can open the floor for questions. You can say, now I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Or you could say, are there any questions? Or the floor is now open for questions. Listen carefully to the questions. Take a moment to think before answering, and always be polite and respectful in your responses. So there you have it. By incorporating these signposting phrases into your presentations, you can significantly improve clarity, engagement, and ultimately your effectiveness as a speaker. Remember, practice makes perfect. Try using these expressions in your next presentation and see the difference it makes. Thank you for watching this episode of Better You. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on becoming a better version of yourself every day. What presentation skills would you like us to cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, take care.